Well, Nuria Tarre, thank you very much for being with us today. Appreciate you taking the time. City Football Group, that's the brand you're representing. Tell us what the brand means to you and how it works as a kind of umbrella.
So, City Football Group is the brand that encompasses different football clubs that we own or have participation. We do define it as being in the business of entertainment, right, in football, with the football clubs, but we also invest in football in general. As such, City Football Group is more of a B2B brand, right, which has three clear values. It is about football, and we believe in beautiful football. It is about citizenship. We truly believe in the power of fans helping to grow our brands. And it's about being truly global, and truly global in a way that is very unique, I think, in the industry, which is about having, for instance, one brand like Manchester City that is truly global, but also having local clubs in different geographies to be a truly global business.
Mm-hmm. You work in marketing, and in marketing, KPIs are very important. What are the sort of top-line marketing objectives and KPIs for you at City Football Group?
If I had to really simplify it to one KPI, is actually fan growth.
Okay.
So because of our history and because of our strategy, fan growth is our number one priority across the board. By the way, I think it's important to point out that our objective is not to grow fans for City Football Group, but it's to grow fans for each of the brands that are part of our portfolio, because that's the authentic part of it, right? Those are the fan-facing brands, if we want. And fan growth, I think the complexity in this business is that fan has a different definition depending on what you look at it. We use a sort of fan funnel framework, right? And fan growth KPIs are actually go from audience to followers to engagement KPIs to buyers. Of course, there's revenue per fan as well. So, but simplifying it, fan growth is our number one priority.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, it's a global operation. You've got teams in multiple different markets, and you've got objectives across the world. You know, you'd like to grow your fan base in different countries around the world. What's your approach to fan relationship management in different territories? Is it one size fits all, or is it very bespoke for different territories?
We do have a global strategy in the sense that we believe very much in this idea of citizenship. Of course, we play with the city name, right, and citizenship.
Yeah.
But we believe we are a millennial brand and we are a younger brand, right? And we believe it's about growing with our fans, more than growing for our fans, right? So it's about participation of fans in growing the clubs. As such, we want to give them tools from a fan engagement point of view that allows them to participate, vote, decide. We actually are the only ones to have a global free membership product called Citizens, right? And it gives exclusive content, first to know access or first to know content. It gives the opportunity, as I said, to decide and participate. So there is a global strategy. However, again, it's about understanding the local specificities and local objectives for each of the clubs, right? So when it comes to activate this strategy, we take a very local approach of saying, you know, both for Manchester City and for like other brands, right? For Manchester City, we take a different fan engagement approach in Indonesia, in India, that we would take in the UK, right? Mm-hmm. But it is the same strategy, the same, like you take New York City Football Club, its operation is mostly focused on New York, so our approach also is very local there.
Mm-hmm. You joined City Football Group in 2015, so you've been there for 3 years now. You've got a background outside of sport, obviously in marketing, but in telecoms, aviation, tourism. What did it feel, I mean, what was it like to step into the world of sport? Was there anything that surprised you?
I mean, I think it's fascinating industry, right? Because, I mean, I have nothing to say. I think many people would be willing to work in sports. I must admit it wasn't like something I was really looking for. But now that I'm in, I think it's fascinating. You're selling passion, first of all, and I think this is very unique. I think the complexity probably is this idea that my experience comes more from, if you want, more consumer-related industries. And here, I mean, one important thing is to remember that we first have fans before we have consumers, right? And it's really creating that fandom, understanding the mechanism, what makes a fan, having that long-term view as well of creating fandom is very unique to this space. Other things I'd say, so this is positive, maybe the less positive one, I think in comparison with other industries, I think though the landscape is changing very quickly. I think I'm sensing that sometimes the level of sophistication in the marketing activities is still relatively low in some businesses, like the approach to data analytics, the approach to CRM, the approach, also because many, especially many football clubs, didn't have the need to do marketing as such, right? Because they had like huge fandoms. We do have this need because we want to grow. So I think it's about finding those new mechanics as well to grow the brands.
And Nuria Tarre, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.